Welcome to this tapping session on the belief I don't exist. I'm Steph Furrow, owner of The Empowered Soul, and this one's really close to my heart. This is a belief that I carried for much of my life. I couldn't articulate it until 3 or 4 years ago. Before that, it just presented itself as this sense that I was on the outside looking in, that I wasn't really here, like actively participating in my life, but just, like 1 or 2 steps removed from this current experience. And and then I'll share this exercise with you because it's very simple and powerful. I did this 3 or 4 years ago, and it's how I uncovered this belief. It was doing an exercise from Mark Wolin's book, It Didn't Start With You. It's about inherited generational trauma. This was an exercise around finding your core fear. Very simple. You ask yourself, what am I most afraid of? And whatever comes to you, you write it down. And then over and over and over, you ask yourself, okay, what would be so bad about that? And then you write your answer. What would be so bad about that? You write your answer. And what would be so bad about that? And you write your answer. And you go until you can't go anymore, until you feel like you've really arrived at the seed, at the root of this issue. So the things that were coming up for me were these just kind of weird things, like I'll discover that I'm not really here, or that none of this is real, that my family's not even real, that none of this is even really happening. And then arriving at this statement, I don't exist. So we're going to tap on that because that is a it does serve as a barrier between you and the present moment, and you can always choose how much to engage with your environment or not. But let's remove that those handcuffs, if you will. And if this is your first time tapping, I invite you to check out my intro video first. That might be useful. There's a link to it in the description of this video. Otherwise, when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and let's just take a couple gentle breaths here. Tuning in to the statement, I don't exist, and giving it a number on a scale from 1 to 10. How true is it? Awesome. Let's go. Even though I don't think I really exist, I love and accept myself. Even though I don't feel like I'm even really here, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I wonder if any of this is even real, I deeply love and accept myself. I don't exist. I don't exist. I don't really exist. I'm not really here. It's like I'm watching a movie instead of acting in it. I'm on the outside looking in of my own life. I see other people living, but I don't get to do that for some reason. I'm not really here. I don't know how to be here. I don't know if I want to be here. On some level, I wonder if I ever really fully decided to be here. Just seems like it's so hard. Why is it so hard for me? Why are things that seem simple for other people so hard for me? Why have I been so hard on myself? I'm just doing my best. And I want to be here. I want to live my life. I want to make my own choices. I want to make bold choices. I want to play. I want to have some fun while I'm here. Maybe I get to be here too. Maybe I do get a chance. I can decide right now and in each moment how much I want to participate in my life. Sometimes I'll choose to be quiet. Sometimes I'll choose to sit back and observe. And sometimes I will act boldly. Sometimes I will speak up boldly. Sometimes I will play boldly. I will do what feels good. And more, I will notice that I'm here. I will see myself where I haven't felt seen. I will hear myself where I have not felt heard. I will surround myself with people who recognize me. I will recognize myself, my worthiness, my presence. Stay here, my life. I notice whether there's any guilt, whether it feels true that I shouldn't exist. I notice any judgments I carry about myself or others, judging myself for allowing this invisibility, blaming others for not seeing me. Oh, but then I can also notice, hmm, this comes with a gift. I know how to observe. I know how to watch from a distance. I know how to blend in with my environment. I know how to keep myself safe and maybe small. I might choose to use those skills in the future if they are needed. And I will carry the gift that I know how to be here now, that I see all along. It's been up to me to decide. And that now I know the path to my own freedom. Having been on the outside, how sweet will that freedom feel now? Knowing what it takes to be here when you haven't been here. How much could I help others find their own freedom? I'm here for freedom. Stay here. I'm here for freedom. I choose freedom, and this is my path. Let your hands rest in your lap. Close your eyes, breathe, and notice. Notice how true it feels now on a scale from 1 to 10. I don't exist. Notice what number you would give that statement. Open your eyes when you're ready. If you're still at a 3 or a 4 or higher, I invite you to do this again. The longer you tap, the more effective it is. And if you can sense that this is something that has that this has really been an undertone, like a basement layer to your experience of life, then you might want to tap on this more regularly as you start to unravel that deeper structure. I also invite you to check out the other tapping sessions I have on this channel because um, this healing happens in layers. So as you clear a layer or two from this belief, this experience that I don't exist, that might bring something else up, like anger or sadness or self-forgiveness. So see how those might support you. Reach out if there's anything I can do to support you. And I send you all my love.